So we're at the end, and you've done all your crosses and what have you, and we're at the very last cross. And we'll go ahead and cross it. Now sometimes you want to make sure that when you're threading through here that you don't cross over the string. Sometimes you'll pop out of this side and come out on this side. And what you don't want to do is stress the string by going over it and causing
friction.
Well, what it'll do is it'll bend a lot, so you don't want to do that. I don't know if I made myself clear on that one, but you want to make sure that if it comes out on one side of the hole, it goes back on the same side of the string. Sorry, one side of the string, it goes back on the same side of the string. You don't cross the string.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
So anyway, so we're going to thread out the last one. And this is where things get a little tricky because you're essentially at the end. We're going to have to pull this one and can't thread ahead because there's just not enough room. And we'll go ahead and do it. And we'll put the thread it through. And this is exactly what I was talking about earlier. If you come out on this side of the string and you want to go back in, supposedly this is further up here, what you don't want to do is cross the string like that. You want to stay on the same side of the string, okay?
Yep.
Right. What we're going to do here is pull it. And I'm going to go ahead and tighten it just a little bit more.
Extra?
Extra, a little bit extra.
Because you're going to make a nut.
Yeah, because this is the last one. And it already has trouble gripping, so if I push it down, it'll feed into the teeth a little bit better. There we go. And we're going to find our knotting hole, which looks like over here. We're going to have to use this one. At this point in time, we're going to use... Maybe is there another hole that we could use? No. That's it. That's the only hole we can fit.
So you're trying to thread it in there using the pair of pliers, because there is already another string in there.
There's already another string on this side. So at this point in time, I am going to go and, if you want to look real quick, give me some light on there. I'm going to go ahead and use the awl and looks like there just isn't a whole lot of room in any of these. What I can do is I'm going to change the hole.
Maybe they use this hole here.
Yeah,
it looks like they use that hole, Rich.
You can't use it twice. So
yeah, it looks like they use. They see the mark.
Well, I can't fit two knots in there. 3 strings in there. So we'll use this one over here. When you put the awl in there, could fit it in there.
There you go. Came out?
But yeah, we're going to use it in this one. That one seems to come out pretty good. It's a little tight for having a knot, but it'll do. All we're doing is now knotting it through. I really don't want to risk pulling it and putting an awl in there, so I'm going to just go ahead and tie it off, and the extra tension we put on this final string is what we're going to rely on. You see that? Real simple.
Mm-hmm. You can use the tension.
I'm just going to pull it with my... There we go. And you always want to do a second knot. Okay?
Okay.
And we're done.
All right.
Now we can release the clamps. Now this one will be a little bit looser, but it's not too bad. You're probably hardly ever going to hit the strings down here.
No.
So it's the tension.
That's for the damper.
And now we cut off the excess string. We release our clamp. There we go.
So the main thing is to summarize is the
Get yourself a good racket there.
yeah, is to make sure that they fit this particular racket. And
Yeah, and you do that by
adjusting
these right here
yeah,
with your Allen wrench.
Yeah.
Your T Allen here.
Yeah.
Alright? And this moves back and forth.
Mm-hmm.
And each racket is
different.
Is
the
different.
length is different.
It's
Yes.
different, yeah. And you got to make sure that the clamps themselves are right at the edge of the racket.
Mm-hmm.
And there you go.
Thank you, Mr. Rich, and I appreciate your cooperation.